Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakak, Kadash. The honors the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into the other day. Trump had spoke to the nation, you know, right before Christmas days, and he said he's going to bless the troops with $1,700 and 1776, you know, and I was like, wow, so what's the coincidence? Then he says because it's a one-time bonus payment announced by President Trump on December 2025 for nearly 1.5 million U.S. service members, active duty and eligible reserves as a Christmas gift and a nod to the nation's founding year. Funding by military housing funding. But yeah, so he did this, and he let the nation know. When he did it, he did it in front of his State of the Union address. So with all the things that are going on, because what did he do on Christmas? He went on ahead and launched missiles into Nigeria, which those are more signs of aggressions and signs of war, and as well as the tanker ships of oil that he's kidnapped off Venezuela. We also got fronts still going on in Yemen, Afghanistan. I'm not too sure about, but I wouldn't doubt that we still got secret forces fighting over there. America's armies are stretched. So Trump said, "Let me throw these guys a bone." These soldiers of fortune. Let me throw them a bone, because in all actuality, when you're dealing with, this Khazarian empire and their military or their police force, you're ultimately, this is what you gotta do. You're a soldier of fortune. They pay you to fight and pay you to take over people and pay you to do things, that you might not normally do. So that dollar bill runs you, man. This is Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And in this case, you make a commitment to the American military, but in all actuality, you're making a commitment to the leaders of this place, man, because you actually go out and do what they tell you to do, man. Was impose law on people in other countries, as well as what's getting ready to come here with the martial law, So Trump is he's making sure that he has these guys' best interests in his interests, You got to grease their palm, so to speak. Keep people happy with money, and this is what they want, money. What does Jake do with this? Their little $1,700. They probably went and bought a little charger, a used charger or something, or put it down towards it, It's not a lot of money, but it's some money, It can help out for something. But just the point that, add on that these guys are really just soldiers of fortune, man. And they're fighting a front all over. They're fighting wars all over, man. All over. We also got Mexico. We can't forget about Canada, How Trump pissed off the Canadian government by telling them that we were getting ready to make Canada a part of America. Like Canada ain't its own sovereign state. But at the end of the day, that's just was how America is, man. It's a backstabber, man. It can't be trusted, man. But yeah, these our people have sold out they sold their souls in exchange for the goods of this place, man. In exchange for being in bed with the enemy, man. This is Proverbs 29:2. When righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. And people are mourning right now, man. We got a whole situation where things are closing down left and right. But guess who's getting some paychecks? The military. Earlier this year, they were saying that we're supposed to be receiving a $2,000 paycheck out of nowhere. That was the rumor. But Trump has to take care of his troops. He has to take care of them. Especially the troops now that are with him now, because the things he's getting ready to put them into, he don't want them having a turncoat, turning down the roles and the things they're going to do, because, like I said, they're gonna be fighting all over the place. Not only fighting all over the place, you're gonna be fighting here because martial law has to happen here, man. Because the people are not gonna continuously go for the leaders of this place wicked agenda, man. Just plain and simple, man. You know, this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You know, so yes, Trump's giving these guys this gift, this money, man. You know, and that's ultimately what they're in the military for the most part, is for the money part. The days of trying to protect America, the good old glory days, that's over with. You know, back in the day, and I'm speaking about like in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you had guys actually join the military to try to protect this place, man. They actually had a feel for this place, but that's over with, man. That joy, that sickness is gone, you know. The kids nowadays are joining the military just for a paycheck, to get a charger, just to get roofing, housing, you know, dental programs. You know, these are the different things that they're going into the military for, you know, signing up because they can't do it on their own. They can't. The jobs aren't paying. Ain't no jobs out here, no way. You know, the job for 18 to 30-year-old is the military right now. That's it. That's it, and that's all. A guy I just was working with, you know, a young guy, big guy, white boy, you know, at one of my jobs, 18, I want to say. He just graduated high school. Now he's working 2 jobs. He was working with me at where I'm a cooking job, and he did custodian work at night. I used to joke around, not joke around, I was telling him the truth, you know, being facetious. You know, I was saying like, hey man, might as well just get ready to start for the military before they come to get you out. Tell them, man, go ahead and put your John Hancock on the Air Force, because they gave him good money, you know, just trying to pump him up. And he at first he was against it, but then he just seen writing on the wall like, yeah, man, I don't see a future here really. So I'm gonna enlist in the military. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know you were gonna do that. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to tell my dad that, this and that. So he quit the job he was working at. So I don't know. He said he was gonna do it, but you know, these people they're at their wits end right now, man. Ain't nothing here, man. So when you see Trump giving these soldiers this $1,700, you know, it's a pat on their back for being good lapdogs, you know, because you're getting ready to do some things that you thought that you would never ever do, you know. Speaking about that civil war here in America, you know, because once again the troops are gonna have to come and quiet the stuff that's going on here in America, man. You know, in the different cities that are gonna be getting raged and ravaged upon, you know. They're going to have to quiet the storm, man. So you're gonna have to give these troops some money, put them blinders on them, and tell them to go do the work, go do the job, without giving you money to do. Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. You know? So it's good to be patient, man. And that's all we have is patience, man. Being stewards of the Lord, man. We have nothing but patience, man. We see the downfall of this place. We're gonna sit back. We're not gonna be partakers. The only partaking we're gonna do is pushing His word. You know? No, we're not gonna put our dotted lines on for the military. You know, no, we're not going to be out there protesting like those other weirdos do. You know, we're not trying to antagonize the government other than with this word, man. You know, that's it. That's all, man. Because the scriptures speak about very soon. It's going to be the word is going to be shut. This book is going to be closed very soon. For those of the people who did not get that word while the prophets were on the highways and byways where the videos are being put out. Hey, man, it's going to be tough cookies for you, there, man. Because right now, once again, a lot of the people that you have, majority of friends on these videos, they're just looking for entertainment value. Every now and then we have videos we put out this above the regular people's head, you know, and we're speaking just to the hopeful elect. But for the most part, when it's on YouTube and it's for the public, you know, these people are jumping on for entertainment value, man. Oh yeah, I love the way he cusses those people. I love the way he says this word. I love the way, you know, those type of people. But yeah, everything's coming to a head, man. You know. Whatever. This is drop down. This is Proverbs 29:12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked, man. You know. So you troops, you're gonna have blood on your hands, man. You're gonna have a lot of blood on your hands. You know, and Trump's gonna pay you off for more money, man. Cause that's the name of the game, man. You know, you are soldiers of fortune. You know, and you're gonna listen to what he has to say and what he has going on, man. You know. Yeah, but that was what I wanted to say, man. Because yeah, I seen this and thought about this, and it's like, wow, this is his payoff. You know, and this is a payoff to let his troops know the things that coming down the road. You know, don't worry, I'll be here to dish out more money to you, but just be able to take lead and not lead, but be able to take heed, I should say. You know. With that being said, I was edifying. Shalom, Akim.